Hello viewers, as you are already aware that we do in-depth research on the important issues happening around the world. Therefore, to continue with our in-depth reports and to enhance your information and knowledge, we have some important observations on America, Israel and Iran conflict. Friends, you are again welcome back to the channel where we cut through the noise and deliver straight talk on America and the world. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button right now because today's story is critical. We're talking about why President Trump must deliver a decisive victory on Iran to secure Republican success in the midterm elections. This isn't just about politics, it's about American strength, global democracy, and especially the security of our greatest ally, Israel. A strong stand against the Khamenei-led autocratic regime of the IRGC will also bring real hope to the people of Iran who have suffered for far too long. Let's start with the domestic picture. Trump needs a clear win on Iran to boost Republican chances in the midterms. Americans are tired of weakness and failed policies. Under previous administrations, we saw appeasement, cash shipments, and a nuclear deal that only emboldened Tehran. Trump's first term showed that maximum pressure works. Iran's economy was crippled, its proxies were contained, and the regime felt real fear. Voters remember that strength. In the 2026 midterms, Republicans can remind independents and moderates that only firm leadership stops Iran from threatening oil prices, American troops, and national security. A bold sanctions package or decisive action against the Khamenei regime and its IRGC will demonstrate that the GOP is the party of peace through strength. Polls already suggest that independents are shifting. They want results, not endless negotiations with terrorists. Trump delivering a knockout blow on Iran will energize the base, attract donations, and drive turnout. It's straightforward. Success on Iran translates into stronger Republican performance across the House and Senate, keeping the America First agenda alive. This fight also matters deeply for global democracy. The Khamenei-led autocratic regime of the IRGC is one of the world's leading exporters of chaos. It arms dictators, props up brutal leaders, and builds ties with authoritarian powers while crushing dissent at home. Global democracy cannot thrive if this regime continues spreading instability through its vast proxy network. When America leads with resolve, free nations from Europe to Asia breathe easier. Eliminating the threat posed by the regime sends a powerful message to every autocrat: funding terror and pursuing nuclear weapons will no longer be tolerated. A decisive victory on Iran protects shipping lanes, reduces cyber threats, and weakens the network of authoritarian alliances. This is essential for maintaining a rules-based international order that benefits democratic societies everywhere. The stakes are especially high for Israel. Israel faces an existential threat from the Khamenei regime and its IRGC every single day. The IRGC, through its elite Quds force, has built and sustained a deadly axis of resistance, aimed directly at destroying the Jewish state. In Lebanon, the IRGC played a foundational role in creating Hezbollah in the early 1980s, sending instructors and thousands of fighters to unify Shia militias and establish the group as Iran's forward base on Israel's northern border. Today, the IRGC continues to command and rebuild Hezbollah after heavy losses. Iranian officers have been embedded to retrain fighters, reshape command structures, oversee rearmament, and even direct military operations, including drone launches and rocket barrages. Hezbollah's massive arsenal of precision missiles and underground infrastructure, all supplied and upgraded by the IRGC, allows it to threaten Israeli cities and force constant defensive mobilization. Lebanese leaders themselves have accused the IRGC of calling the shots, dragging the entire country into conflict while Iranian personnel operate with forged documents. This IRGC control turns Lebanon into a launchpad for attacks that destabilize the region and put millions at risk, in Gaza and the Palestinian territories. The IRGC has been the primary enabler of Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad. Through the Quds Force, Iran provides hundreds of millions of dollars in funding, advanced weapons, technical expertise, and training to transform these groups into capable fighting forces. IRGC officers have helped design smuggling tunnels, local rocket production lines, and sophisticated attack plans, including elements that contributed to the October 7 assault and subsequent barrages. Iranian support has allowed Hamas to fire thousands of rockets in concentrated attacks, build underground networks, and coordinate with other proxies. Without the IRGC's money, missiles, and strategic guidance, these groups would lack the capacity to sustain prolonged campaigns against Israel. The regime openly boasts about this partnership, praising Hamas while using Gaza as another front in its war to encircle and eliminate the Jewish state. In Yemen, the IRGC has turned the Houthis into a potent Red Sea threat and long-range attacker against Israel. The Quds Force oversees the transfer of attack drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles, while deploying trainers, operators, and intelligence personnel on the ground to advise Houthi command. This support has enabled the Houthis to launch joint operations with the IRGC and Hezbollah, targeting Israeli airports, shipping lanes, and military sites. IRGC expertise has upgraded Houthi capabilities far beyond what they could achieve alone, allowing strikes that disrupt global trade and force international naval responses. By embedding advisors and facilitating weapons flows, the IRGC uses Yemen as a southern front to stretch Israeli and American defenses thin, all while maintaining a degree of deniability. These interconnected proxy wars, directed and sustained by the IRGC, demonstrate why America's closest ally in the Middle East cannot live under constant shadow. Trump understands this better than most. His Abraham Accords proved that real peace comes from strength, not concessions. Strong action, whether through biting sanctions, full support for Israeli self-defense, or targeted measures against IRGC command and proxy infrastructure, will help secure Israel's future. Protecting Israel from the next major attack is not optional. Israel's security is directly tied to America's own security and interests in the region. Most importantly, bringing down the Khamenei-led autocratic regime of the IRGC will benefit the people of Iran themselves. The Iranian people are not the enemy, the regime is. Millions have risked their lives in protests, chanting, "Woman, life, freedom," only to face brutal repression from the IRGC. Young Iranians in cities across the country want basic rights and a normal future. The regime steals their country's wealth, enforces strict controls, executes dissidents, and sends young people to fight and die in foreign proxy wars in Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, and Yemen. When the regime falls, Iranians can finally have a chance at real freedom. No more morality police. No more secret police terrorizing citizens, and no more corrupt elites living in luxury while the population struggles. A post-regime Iran could emerge as a thriving society with free elections, open markets, and friendly relations with the West. Women could live without fear, entrepreneurs could build businesses, and families could plan for a better tomorrow. History shows that when dictators are removed, ordinary people often rise to build something better. This could be Iran's moment. Connecting all the pieces shows why this matters so much. Trump needs this Iran victory for the midterms because voters reward tangible results. Strong action rallies supporters, wins over moderates, and highlights the contrast with weak opposition policies. At the same time, it strengthens global democracy by cutting off a major source of international terror and instability. It protects Israel from a regime that has sworn its destruction through its IRGC-directed proxies in Lebanon, Gaza, and Yemen. And it offers genuine hope and freedom to the Iranian people who deserve far better than the current oppression. This is a comprehensive win: domestic political momentum, international security, ally protection, and human liberation all at once. The regime knows the danger and is already trying to create distractions through escalated proxy attacks. But clear-eyed leadership can overcome that. Imagine the outcome after a successful campaign against the regime. Oil prices stabilize, terror funding dries up, Israeli families sleep safer. Red Sea shipping resumes without constant threats, and Iranian exiles begin planning their return. Republican candidates will campaign on these results. Global leaders will respect renewed American resolve. The Iranian diaspora will celebrate the possibility of real change in their homeland. That is why maximum pressure and decisive action are needed now. No half measures and no return to failed negotiations. Only firm steps against the Khamenei regime and the IRGC. If you're still watching, you likely see how these issues connect. Share this video with anyone who cares about America's future, Israel's security, and freedom for Iranians. Comment below. Do you agree that a strong stance on Iran is key to midterm success? Let's get this conversation trending. For the sake of American strength, global democracy, Israel's survival, and the people of Iran, the time for action is now. Trump has delivered results before and can do so again. The regime's days are numbered. America's position on the world stage is rising. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless the Iranian people. Soon enjoy the freedom they have long deserved. Our thoughtful viewers, we work hard to bring important issues and topics in crisp and time-saving manner before you. So please like, share and subscribe and motivate our team, and also comment your views on this important topic. Please visit our website VOPGLOBAL.org and raise your voice. Also associate with us by downloading your volunteer press card available on our website and share your views and news. Team Digital Media, Voice of the People International.